Yo, welcome back to another episode of On the Spot Sports. I'm Jack, and today's episode we're joined by a very special guest, a cards maker for trading cards in the FPHL SK cards, Simon Kasmarcik. He's made tons of card trading cards for FPHL guys, including myself and other guys like Gavin Yates, Trevor Lord, among a lot of other cards as well, people as well. So I'm really excited to get you on, Simon. So and just talk about your journey with making these cards and where you want it to go. So welcome to the show, Simon Kazmarcik.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Um,
Yeah.
so basically, like an introduction for myself. I mean, I live in Binghamton, New York, so have a Fed team 20 minutes away from me. Got to see back.
Two-time FPHL champs too.
Yeah, uh, rich history of hockey. Like we've had AHLs, I think the past like 75 years or something like that. And that's the only reason why I know what the the Fed is because of the Black Bears. But Yeah, I just love trading cards. Like I've collected my entire life. Always wanted to make some for players, teams, leagues, whatever. And I thought this was a great opportunity for me. Um, the the FPHL has no cards really. Danbury has like one set they come out with each year, but I made cards for Danbury earlier this year too. So now it's basically me. I just love to do it. So thought it'd be cool. All the players and teams love it too.
Yeah, and it's like a good way to get like our brands and like teams brands and the personal player brands out as well, and like you're just starting to build their brands, and then obviously they're recognized throughout the league and everything, and that just continues to grow, and then you never know where it could grow from there. Once you have Fed guys there, it goes to the SB coast. Who knows where it could go from there? So what like what made you like? I know obviously there's like no cards in the Fed, but like what made you start doing it, and like why'd you end up doing it?
Basically, like I I got kind of sick of like the top companies making cards, really, like Upper Deck, Tops, Panini. They just, especially Upper Deck, like they have the license for the NHL and AHL, so obviously can't go there.
Yeah,
Um, but the potential's high. Like could go to the SP, the Coast, or you could go to different leagues in different sports. Like any sport is a possibility. But I want to stick to hockey right now once I'm starting up and stuff. And I see a ton of potential in the Fed. Like it's growing every year. I mean, there's
yeah,
some teams that like Danville, don't make it too long, but other like three teams a year join. I feel like so. Yeah, I just see a lot of potential. Love cards, obviously collected my entire life, and just want to give fans that really don't have players don't have cards of their favorite players and stuff like that. So that makes sense.
yeah, and like I get asked about cards all the time, like playing, like from fans and everything like that. So it's like obviously Fed didn't have it at the time, and now you're starting to create that. So like you're able to get those out, and like it's just gonna continue to build and everything like that. And and obviously like the Fed's a huge market. Like all the players are super personal too. Like it's easy to get in contact with them and just start something with them, and just same thing with like the fans. Like the fans are one of the or the probably the best part about playing in the Fed is just like the fans and everything. Besides obviously playing, because like we all love playing, but like just the fans and like the atmosphere, and like once you get like cards out, like it's gonna be pretty cool seeing like your favorite player's face like on a card and be able to get that autograph and just have like a big collection like that as well.
Yeah, for sure. Like, um, this is basically the first time I've said this in public, but I'm coming out with a set at the start of the year. It's gonna be like, you know what a box of cards is? Comes with like packs and stuff that you
Yeah.
rip open. I don't know if we're gonna have packs, but we're definitely gonna have a box. It's gonna be very affordable for every fan. Um, and you're gonna get like a guaranteed autograph per box. So the odds are high that you're going to get a player on the team you like at the very least. Or you could go buy, on eBay, on my eBay store, just your favorite player if you want.
Yeah. How much are the cards and like the sets and everything like that?
So usually it depends on the player, obviously,
Yeah.
but for like eBay cards, like autograph cards, they're very limited, and I list them at like $20. Obviously, open to offers or anything still.
Yeah.
But the box set's gonna be, I plan it to be $20 a box, which is like extremely cheap compared to like top companies' boxes and stuff. Like you go to Target or Walmart, you're not gonna find a box for $20
No.
anymore, especially
Yeah.
not one with autograph. And I know this is the FPHL, but still, for a devoted fan, like that's a priceless card.
Yeah. Super affordable and like you said, like I remember buying top cards and everything like when I was younger and you don't get those for that cheap. Like so like it's a good deal right there and you get your favorite player and a limited edition autograph card too. So you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But like what who of the guys in the Fed that you do you have so far that you've made cards for and like that you continue to market as well?
Well, I'm in talks with a lot of players. I had to slow down a little bit, just make guys' cards going. But obviously, Gus Ford, Gavin Yates, those are two MVPs, one playoff
Yeah.
MVP, three-time champion, Gavin Yates. Trevor Lord, Cason Gallant led the league in goals last year. Um, I'm probably missing some, but Dmitry Kuznetsov, guy's a character.
Kuz is a beauty. I met him when I was in Baton Rouge for a quick cup of coffee, and he was my locker stall, and he's a beauty. I love that guy.
Awesome. Yeah, yeah, he's a character. He's talking to me about like what he wants on his cards and stuff. It was so fun. But yeah, so I got those guys. I've made cards for the hat tricks before, just like four players, I believe. Just like a team says, 75 cards. They should be available next year, I'm assuming. It was late in the season when I made them. I've been in talks with a bunch of other teams as well. Hopefully in the future I can get like the league license or something like that so I can
Yeah.
put logos on the cards and stuff, but I think they look pretty good.
Yeah, they do just from seeing everything that you've done and like seeing like the cards that you created for me and everything like it looks awesome like that's what you want in a card and it helps and it's going to continue to grow and like you're working with players and teams directly. So like how have you been in how do you like contact teams or players or like I know you go through like Instagram with the players but like especially for teams like how are you going about it?
Yeah, for players it's mostly Instagram because I can't find emails, but
Yeah.
like teams and GMs, I just go to their website, email them. Sometimes I have a meeting with them or something. I've had a couple meetings. Um, really good ideas from the teams too, like what you can put in the cards. Like I put QR codes on the back of every card, and like that's gonna be that's gonna be awesome
Yeah.
because like everything you want to know about the player. Like I still need to get some stuff ready, but that specific card is gonna have a whole site about it, and yeah, it's gonna be really cool. Like if a player doesn't know or if a fan doesn't know who the player is, go scan the QR code and you can learn anything you want about him.
It's your own Wikipedia page of the player, right then and there.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but that's huge to like have like a whole page on them and like really like you'll understand where they play, like their stats and everything like that, and like some of the other facts that you put in there as well. So like it'll just continue to like grow the popularity of that player and the league and everything as a whole and the cards as a whole. So like how do you believe that you're helping grow the league and the players' brands throughout this whole process?
Well, I mean, trading cards is a whole different market. Like,
Yeah.
there's a ton of collectors. Like during COVID, that was the big thing. I don't know if you heard about that, but it was huge.
Yeah. Oh, I've heard a lot of stuff on the internet that like goes just crazy throughout that time.
Oh yeah, that was insane. Like stuff went 10 times the price that it should be. It was crazy. But yeah, like the QR codes are really really good about promoting the players and stuff, like because you get to know anything you want about them. And then I'm gonna try to put in like a live notification based system. Like if the player scores a goal, gets a shutout, something like that, you get an alert text message, or
That would be sick.
that would be so cool. I mean, that's a lot of work, but that would be so cool. But I got time. The season's not till like to October or something.
Yeah,
Um, so yeah, it's gonna be really fun. I like the ideas that I have. I think just not only is it gonna help the league and help players and stuff, but I think it's gonna help the whole trading card market as well because it's something new. Like trading cards, it's a piece of paper.
yeah,
Mine's kind of like an experience in a card. Like that's what I like to say.
yeah. I think that's huge. Like how it's like a whole experience because obviously you have just the regular trading cards, like you said, it's just a piece of paper and it's just a card. But then you add the experience and like the personalized touch to it. Like it's gonna be something no one has ever seen in the trading card business. So it'll start to grow when that comes out, and I'm sure it'll get just keep growing and growing throughout the whole next couple seasons, couple years, and it'll just continue to be a big thing.
Yeah, for sure. I'm obviously super excited about that. I got to be careful with it. I'm like in the process of getting a patent and stuff, so that should be me too. But yeah, uh, I'm just excited. I don't know.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like what do you think what is your goal for all of this and like just to continue on for the like the future? Like what do you see going on in the future with just like how you're building the brands and all and like how you're building your business as well?
Yeah, well, first I'd like to get 20 players for the set at least. Obviously, as much as I can. Like I'd love every player in the league, but
Yeah.
I mean that's a lot of work too. But that would be crazy. But I mean, if I get every player in the league, I feel like I got to get the license. So that's the next step too. I would love to, put the FPHL logo and the team logos on the cards. And I think most owners would be into that. There's some that might not like that so much, but I mean, the players love it. And yeah, I mean, I know any team can make cards, but um, they can't really. I don't see them doing what I'm doing, putting a piece of jersey in the card. Like,
Yeah.
he's doing that nearly as cheap as I make them. Um, yeah, I mean, I see like custom card websites for like putting your jersey in it or putting a cleat or something like that. I mean, I could put anything in mine, but they're like $50. Like,
Yeah.
uh,
Expensive. More expensive than what you're creating it for.
yeah, I'll make it for $10 for you right now. Actually, I'm in the process of making some officials cards, some linesmen and refs in
There you
the.
go. It's getting known throughout not just from players, but officials as well.
Yeah, I know it's crazy. Yeah, I mean, after the first few players I signed, like it just started rolling, and I needed to slow down a little bit. But I don't even know how some of these teams got my contact information. Glad they did, but I don't even know how. So
Just
it's,
from all the players, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah, but that's awesome, and like to continue to see how it grows and everything like that, and just to continue to get bigger and bigger in the future. It's like what goes in the process of like making all these cards, and how long does it usually take you to, since it is such a process as well.
Yeah, it's a process, especially because I'm small, so I can't afford like big machines and stuff to really make them for me. But I got a good printer, I got a good die cutting machine, but it's pretty easy to make, to be honest. The thin cards are definitely easier because you just print them and cut them, but then the
Yeah,
patch layers to them. But they're still pretty easy to make. I just use. I'd love to get some player worn stuff. That would be crazy, but I know that there's one team that wants to send me some game used jerseys to put in the car. So like instead of buying a 200, who even knows? Like I saw Tyson Kirkby's jersey in Binghamton go for like $1,500.
yeah,
Like might as well buy a little piece of that in a card for $20 instead of 1,500. That was crazy.
yeah,
I couldn't when I saw that something like
yeah.
that.
That's wild. It's crazy how much these some of these jerseys go for, and just like sometimes I'm like in the live auction and just hearing some of these numbers, and I'm like, that's crazy. Like I wouldn't even pay for a Patrick Kane jersey like that for that much money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's crazy. You could go buy a Patrick Kane jersey for like $500 game used. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but that just
Like
shows how devoted these fans are too. So
yeah, like that's the biggest thing is how passionate and devoted and how big they are into like their team and like you could tell from every building that you go in as well, like from Binghamton to Danbury to Blue Ridge to Danville to Watertown, like Mississippi, Baton Rouge, like every building I've been in, you can tell that the fan bases are super passionate about their team and how they're doing and like even like if you're an away player too, like they care about you and they'll reach out to you after games and stuff like that and like or they'll buy you a beer after a game, like whatever it is, like it's pretty incredible how passionate these fans are and how much they really care about every single player in this league.
yeah, the fans and players interaction is like no other league. Like it really is. Um, you just go down to a bar downtown, wherever the arena is, close to the arena, and you're gonna see a player. Like
Yeah.
almost guaranteed to see a player, which is it's fun. I think it's cool. Um,
Yeah.
but it's also like it's fun hockey to watch. Like it might not be the most skilled. I mean, I still think it's pretty dang skilled hockey. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure like the shots you take are probably as good as AHL shots, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like it's just some of these guys maybe didn't get the chance or something. But um, yeah, I want to kind of support them as much as I can in something I think I expertise in. I know a lot about, um, and I want to promote their brands as much as I can while promoting mine as well. I think that's going to be really good in the future.
Yeah, that's huge and everything that you're doing. Yeah, like the Fed's fun. Like it's very skilled league. Like it gets better and better every single year. Gets faster and faster with the amount of guys that come in. Some guys even drop from the coast to play in the Fed or the SB to play in the Fed. So it's like you're getting the skill level, you're increasing the skill level of every single year. And like, yeah, like I've seen shots from AHL guys to Fed guys, and some Fed guys have quicker and harder shots than some guys in the A. So it just depends on the skill set there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think the league's pretty underrated for what it is.
Yeah,
Uh, you know, the only thing I'd say is kind of different, maybe to other people that don't know what the league is the size of the arena is the difference. But honestly, it doesn't really make a difference. It doesn't make a difference in the play, that's for sure. I mean,
yeah, and like it get like with the new teams coming in too, like the buildings are getting more and more bigger as it is. Like PD has I don't know their exact seating, but
I think it's
they
like
have yeah, like they have something that looks like a ECHL rink. And then same thing with like Athens. Athens has a coast rink. Binghamton, obviously, American League rink. Columbus, ECHL rink. Like all these new teams are having building like bigger and better stadiums. And I think throughout the course of the next couple of years, like majority of the arenas that the teams are going to play in are going to be like ECHL ECHL ranked arenas.
yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just growing every year, like you said.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you're obviously from Binghamton, like you said. So like what has like some of your favorite memories from just because you've seen Binghamton hockey from the AHL all the way to the Fed. So what have been some of your like favorite moments from those times?
Well, definitely number one was the Calder Cup championship in
Yeah.
2011. That was just crazy. Like, I don't really remember being there because I was pretty young. But I saw videos and stuff, and the place is packed. Like,
Yeah.
can't see a red seat in the building. Like, it's crazy. And then there's some really good players like Robin Leonard, Ray Emery, like some really good players that came through Binghamton, and I don't know, that's probably my favorite memory. Um, but in actually the year COVID happened when the season kind of stopped, like Binghamton hockey, at least in the AHL, was not good. Like they sucked like every year. And then they went on a run, and of course COVID happened. Like they were gonna
Yeah.
go into the stuff, and that was a ride. That was fun to watch. Um, But then the Fed gets as much players as the AHL. Like they get as much fans in Binghamton at least, maybe more. Like there were some AHL games that have half
Yeah.
the capacity that some of these Fed games have. I feel like I go to some random games on like a Saturday, Friday night, and it's just packed. Doesn't matter who they're playing, it's just packed.
Yeah. I remember like we played a bunch in Binghamton when I was with Watertown, obviously, and it was just packed, especially like college night when it's dollar beer night. Like I remember sitting in the by the where the goalies sit, the backups usually sit, and like you're just getting ripped on from like these drunk college kids. And then after you guys beat us out in the playoffs last year, uh, me and like my teammate and like a couple other people went to the I think it was game three of the finals where you guys won the championship the first year, and it was just sold out, and it was just like the place was buzzing, the place was packed, and like there's not one empty seat, and like that whole atmosphere, like just sitting in the stands was just a whole nother like feeling of just like what FPHL hockey is like in Binghamton.
Yeah, absolutely. I was at that game too, actually. Like that was crazy. Didn't get to go this year because it sold out so quick.
Oh,
Like
I
over
bet.
game three, it was so. Uh, I mean, I was planning on getting tickets to that, obviously, but yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, and like we picked like a seat we thought we were gonna be good, but it was blocked by like just a pole. So we tried to move, and then we got kicked out. So we'd like look around a pole that was like in middle of like our view. So, but it was a good time, and you saw like the whole atmosphere, and it's just different when you're just playing and everything, and then like just to relax after the season, just go as a fan, like it's just nice to just relax and just watch a game of hockey. Like obviously wasn't a fan of the two teams that were playing because I was in the league, so like it was just good to just go see some hockey and go see some playoff hockey, some final hockey.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, you really couldn't tell the difference. Honestly, the good thing about like the FPHL playoffs are like guys, I don't know, the AHL playoffs are like they've gotten better. Actually, this year's was really fun.
Yeah.
Games, but I feel like it's not as intense because some of these guys get called up or get sent down and they don't want to get maybe hurt or something. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I feel like the Fed's really intense at least because they got nothing to lose. You know, you're fighting for an extra $10 a week or something. So
You're just fighting every day to just get better and or just do the job and win the championship. And it doesn't matter if you're hurt, you're gonna find a way to fight through it.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but the Fed is so much fun to play, and like you just get stories and everything like this, like just from playing, like obviously like you get stories from when you're watching games too, and then when you hear stories from players, so like yeah, you can literally write a whole like book of just stories that you hear from the Fed, but it's awesome.
Yeah, there's some crazy stories for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But like how going back to like the cards really quick, like how do you make how do you make the cards? Like what programs do you use to make them? Do you use like Photoshop or like what do you use for it?
Yeah, I use Photoshop, design on Photoshop. And then just like put them on the sheet, make sure they're the same exact card as a regular card, which is 2.5 by 3.5, I believe. Um, and then just try to print as many as I can on the specific piece of card stock. So I'm not wasting any card stock or anything. I have made a few mistakes over the past few weeks, but
Yeah,
um,
it's all in the learning process.
yeah, it happens. I want to make sure these cards are perfect because to me, first impressions are pretty much everything. So I want
Yeah.
this that to be really fun and I want people to, contact me, tag me on social media and be like how happy they are with
Yeah.
how the cards turned out and stuff.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing how everyone's turns out, how mine turn out, and looking forward to seeing it and seeing it go on eBay or wherever it goes. But I think it's huge for the league and it's big for you too to grow the brand and grow like the player brand as well. So like I really enjoy what you're doing and want to thank you for that as well.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to surprise you with your best.
Oh,
It's gonna be your best in the entire set. One of only one in the world.
oh, here we go. Special edition.
Oh yeah, this one's. I don't know if you can see it. Two granite
Oh,
that
oh yeah,
rainbow.
I see it. Yeah, that's unreal.
I wish I could put the Fed like shield on, but you
Yeah,
know,
that would be perfect. But it's a good match with like the logo and with your logo and everything. Like that's incredible. I love that.
yes. The theme's kind of going to be graffiti. I just thought that I don't know. No card company's really done a graffiti theme, and I feel like graffiti kind of ties in well with the Fed, kind of just
Yeah,
like gritty, kind of you know gritty hockey, and yeah. So I got that. That's gonna be the one of one. Everybody in the set's gonna have that one of one card, and that should be a fun chase for some of the fans. Like buy a box and try to get your best card or something.
yeah. Yeah, that's sick, and like the theme fits extremely well with the league and everything like that, and like that's incredible. I like I can't wait to see that in person, and that's awesome.
For sure. Yeah, yeah, it's fun. This is gonna be like kind of the eBay version, limited to 10.
Yeah, that's sick. That's still sick too.
Yeah, still gotta send some of these out, but you know, I'm sure I'll get the signatures back by the start of the season and stuff. But um, yeah, I mean that's really yeah. I got some other designs, but might drop uh, later. But I thought that was a pretty big I don't know the show.
Yeah, that was awesome. Limited edition cards, like you can't go wrong with that. And first look right here in this episode. So if you're listening, just tune into the YouTube version to see the limited edition card.
Yes, sir. That's the best card for every player of the year.
There you
Entire
go.
best card.
That's awesome. But before we wrap this episode up, like where can people find you and where can people contact you if players want to get your card or have you design their cards or if fans want to buy the cards from you?
Yeah, so anybody can DM me on Instagram. I look at everything. SK cards underscore custom cards or underscore custom underscore cards. But or you can email me at skcardscontact@gmail.com. That's where most of the teams and stuff. I don't care where you contact me. And I'm interested in anybody. Like I'm open to anybody. I want as many players as I can get. Obviously, maybe not too much, but if I can get like majority of the league, like that'd be crazy. I feel
Yeah.
like fans would fans would love that, and especially because like fans are buying jerseys for a lot of money. Like, why wouldn't you go buy a box of cards where you're going to get an autograph in them? Like, it might not be on a jersey, but you're going to get the autograph. And sometimes, honestly, in like the secondary market, like on eBay and stuff, autograph cards go for more than autograph jerseys. In
Yeah.
some,
Yeah, that's awesome, and it's just going to continue to grow. And I'll put everything out there, and we'll get you some more players on to do some designs for. But I want to say thank you for designing the cards for all of us. Thank you for taking the time to come on the podcast and on the show and share your story of how you're creating these cards. And I appreciate your time.
yeah, for sure. Thank you for having me on. I was very excited to tell everybody what I'm doing, and hopefully I can grow after this.